Paisley Home. I'm Jen.
And I'm Melissa, and today we have two salad recipes that we thought would be appropriate because it is still summer. We're getting on the verge of the end here, which I know is kind of a sad thing to have to think about.
It is.
Especially for me, the school teacher that has to go back.
Yeah.
Some people get to take a year off, but
well, you know.
we were just talking with 3 kids. It's not exactly going to be a year off either.
That's right.
So. But we've got a couple recipes, and the first one is a fruit salad. And when you go into the grocery store now, fruit is definitely, or most of it, is in season.
Yes.
And I know I was just at the store today, and there was a super buy on strawberries, and I just want to get as much as I can, but I need to use it for something.
Right.
So this is something that you could definitely use quite a bit of fruit for. And it, like I said, it's a fruit salad, but it's got a little twist to it as well. So we'll tell you what that twist is, I guess, here in a second. For this recipe, you need some Amaretto, and I did pick this up at the liquor store here in town, and I was telling Carrie and Jen that I've never had it before.
Neither have I.
And you haven't either.
No.
So you don't use much, it's just a 1/4 cup. So I don't, you know, if you're worried about having the alcohol in the salad, it's not too much that you have to use.
It's more for flavor.
Exactly. And then you need 2 tablespoons of honey and 1 tablespoon of lime juice, and I've got that here too. And then just a different array of fruits. And it does suggest mandarin oranges. I have a can of mandarin oranges, or you could just get regular oranges as well.
Okay.
And then we've got apples, bananas. I cut up some grapes and some strawberries and some blueberries ahead of time, but you know, you could play with it if you want to.
So whatever's in season,
really,
whatever your tastes are.
Exactly. If you, you know, I was looking at peaches, pineapple. It suggests that you could have pineapple or nectarines, or, you know, probably kiwi if you want to. So, right. If there's something you don't like, don't put it in. If there's something you really like, put extra in.
We're kind of famous for that. So.
Yeah, we are, aren't we? So we will just get started. I think the first step, if you just want to start mixing up
the liquids.
Yep, that would be great. And you need, like I said, 1/4 cup of the Amaretto, and I guess I got that out. And then while you're doing that, Jen, I did pre-cut some of the fruit already. Set this aside. And then I would, you know, I would say you could cut the fruit to, you know, just the size that you're comfortable with. Us having small children, I like to cut the pieces a little smaller, but, you know, it depends on the person.
Okay, and it didn't say peeled or not peeled?
You know, it didn't say to peel, and I've had fruit salads both ways, where you do peel it and then you don't peel it, so because I'm a little lazy today, and for sake of time, we'll blame it on time, not laziness. We're not peeling.
Well, it's healthier that way. They say the peel has all the
vitamins.
Yeah,
kind of like the potato. Doesn't the peel have all the vitamins?
I think so.
We'll just say that. So.
Okay.
The new honey.
The new honey.
And yeah, this is.
I'm gonna just eyeball this.
Okay. Sounds fine.
I feel like
we're good at eyeballing things.
8 teaspoons. It's too sweet. You can blame me.
I doubt it'll be too sweet. But so you want to mix up then after Jen gets that mixture mixed up, and then you put the fruit into a bowl and toss it just as if you were tossing a salad.
Okay.
But then you do need to, or the recipe does recommend that you let it sit in the refrigerator after you've tossed in the liquid with the fruit, to have it sit in there for at least 2 hours.
Okay.
I'm thinking
really
the fruit kind of absorbs will
Okay.
absorb the liquid. So
I wonder if this will prevent your fruit from turning brown as well.
Well,
do you think?
You know, I've always heard that to like prevent fruit from turning brown, to add like lemon juice or lime juice. So I'm guessing it will.
Probably will.
But and there's really nothing you can do to mess the salad up.
So you basically just chop up all your fruit, whatever you want, and you just toss it in the bowl.
Toss it in a bowl.
Okay.
And then just toss it together so you know you get the fruit kind of mixed up.
This is another recipe that you could half or double, triple, just depending
on how much, right?
Okay.
And
it's not a lot of liquid.
It's not that much liquid. No, but you don't want the fruit to be soggy.
No, that's true.
So yeah.
And it doesn't really give you measurements then of how much fruit.
No.
So you're just kind of
mixing
it like you would mix a fruit salad.
Right.
Okay.
So I think I'll put my apples in, and then I'll just maybe cut up a banana. I like bananas, but not necessarily in fruit salad. Maybe because they tend to turn brown.
They tend to turn brown and kind of.
So I think I'll just put a banana in here.
All right, I'm gonna try this old-fashioned can opener.
That's right. You've got the old electric one.
I don't like
I think I have more problems running the electric one than I do my old-fashioned one.
Yeah, this one's not bad.
And then you will, if you put any kind of canned fruit in, canned pineapple, canned mandarin oranges, you do want to drain the liquid off of it. Yeah.
All right. Well, you're adding those. I'll go drain this.
Okay, that sounds super. And then we can just dump the mandarin oranges back in there as well.
Do you want to slice them or do you want them whole?
You know what? Maybe we will slice them in half.
Okay.
That's probably a good idea.
There you go.
I can smell the amaretto. Even though I've never tasted it, I can definitely smell it. So it smells good. All right, Melissa. If you want to, these I did already cut. If you just want to put that in there with the other ones, and then toss it a little bit.
This is good.
Oh, I know.
Summer.
It's a good mix of fruits. And I happen to have company coming.
Oh, it's perfect
Tonight,
then.
my in-laws are coming, so I'm thinking, hey, this is impressive.
Yeah.
Or at least I hope it is.
It'll be fancy.
Yeah. We'll see.
But this is, I mean, a fruit salad is great anytime.
Oh, yeah. I typically, when I make fruit salad, I don't even know, I'm sure it is fruit salad because I don't put any juice, sugar, nothing on it. I just have the cut up fruit. You know, so this is a little different than what I'm used to having. But
Might give it just kind of a unique flavor.
I think so. Just a little.
Could serve it with a little bit of ice cream or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea. A little twist to it.
You adding any more bananas, or is this kind of a banana-free?
I'm going to be somewhat banana-free.
Okay.
That will be the treat if you get a banana in your bite.
For the bananas, yeah. And then I'm correct. Just pour this over.
Just pour it on, and then you just kind of mix it up a little bit.
It didn't look like that much liquid, but it actually
it's more. Yeah. Now that we're pouring it on.
Yeah. It's plenty. And then just kind of stir it up again.
You can just toss it up a little bit. I can even get this other one. We can. Oh yeah, you can smell that between the amaretto
I can't wait to try it.
And the liquid does kind of obviously go to the bottom, but I think, like I said, it'll just.
And then does it say periodically to toss it at all, or
it doesn't say that. You probably could. This is just a recipe that I got from a family friend.
Okay.
So and.
Have you tried it before?
I have had it before. I've never made it before, but I have had it, and it is very good.
Did you know amaretto was in it, or did you?
You can taste it a little bit,
okay.
but it's not overwhelming or anything. It's not that much alcohol that you're going to be affected by it in any way, obviously. So, and I suppose if you really like amaretto, you could probably add more if you want. But I just think, it's just the subtle flavor is basically what you're going for. So that is our fruit salad, and like I said, put it in the refrigerator, and 2 hours later you'll be ready to go. So we'll maybe take a break and come back and do our chicken salad, which is next.
Hi, I'm Dick Beardsley for Lake Region Therapy Services of Detroit Lakes, where Carolyn Pierce and her team of occupational therapists offers myofascial release treatment and much, much more. Folks, I was in chronic pain for many years until I came to Carolyn and her great staff. They helped me out, and I know they can help you out too. They have toning tables, massage therapy, Pilates classes, and much, much more. Stop into Lake Region Therapy Services of Detroit Lakes, solutions for chronic pain.
Okay, we're back, and our second salad for the day is a chicken salad. And this can be used, you could actually put it on a piece of lettuce if you want to and serve it that way.
Okay.
Or you could actually put it on bread and serve it as, a chicken salad sandwich spread type thing.
Okay.
But it is a little different. It's got a little bit different twist. The ingredients that you need for this one, I keep saying twist today, don't I?
Yes, you do. And different. I'm just thinking it's going to be different because we never follow the recipe. When we're doing the ingredients,
I'm like, then.
Where's the celery? Oh,
and it's different in a good way, not a bad way. So it's a little more unique, I guess.
We'll give you the entire ingredients list.
Right.
And then how we
would do it. Yeah, because we are altering this one a little bit, aren't we?
Again.
So, again.
Yep.
You need chicken, obviously, because it's chicken salad. And you can have it either shredded. It should be cooked. I mean, that's, yeah, shredded or cubed, and I have larger cubes, so we will be just cutting these up a little bit.
Okay.
Then you need lemon juice, 1.5 teaspoons lemon juice,
Okay.
1.5 cups of grapes, and I did cut the grapes in half and then
Okay,
some
you
into
sliced them.
quarters as well. You know, again, you just, I think if you left the grapes whole,
No.
it would be a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
So 1/4 cup of slivered almonds.
Okay, we've got those in the
Right.
package.
1/2 cup of mayonnaise or Miracle Whip. I did buy mayonnaise. Some
Okay.
people do not like mayonnaise.
That's
I
right.
happen to like it. So, but you can use either or.
Okay.
1.5 cup celery, which I have chosen to omit from this recipe. I don't mind celery, but 1.5 cups just seemed like a lot, and
Okay.
I just thought it would be best if
So
I
if
left
you
it
don't
out.
mind it, you could maybe
Oh yeah.
cut it back, because chicken salad, don't you find it has like a crunchiness to
It
it
does,
sometimes?
and with the almonds, you know, you'll
Yeah,
get a
that's okay.
crunch too.
Okay.
So, and I've had tuna salad and everything that does have celery in it.
Yep.
Like I said, it doesn't bother me. Probably could have added just a little less than the 1.5 cups, but I
We
thought
just
it would be
don't have it.
easier just not to do it.
Okay.
So, for sake of time, of course. So, and then
We have
salt and
some
pepper
pepper.
to taste. So, you know, we could just put a little on at the end. Right now that we know what the ingredients are, we can actually start making the salad. So, I'm
Want me to
trying
chop?
to. If you want to, do you want to chop some chicken up?
I'll chop some
okay.
chicken.
And I'm thinking just, you know, maybe in half or into quarters or whatever you want to do.
Okay.
You just go with the flow. And then I can make, I think I'll actually get another small bowl and make the other mixture up.
Okay.
And then we can just add it. I didn't really.
So-
go ahead.
I'm just thinking this would be a great way to use leftover chicken.
Yeah, oh,
Rather
exactly.
than microwaving it and drying it
Right.
out to death, you could just make this.
And you know, I mean, I guess I don't find that there's an absolutely huge difference between chicken and turkey. So if you've got leftover
yeah.
Thanksgiving turkey, which I know we're kind of jumping ahead a couple months already, but it would
But-
be a good way to
Yeah.
do that. You know, you're always trying to come up with different ways to use
Well,
it.
And it's always nice to have a different, you know, leftovers are fine. I'm not a huge leftover fan, I'll be honest. Stacy eats all the leftovers
Okay.
at our house, but it'd be nice, you know, like if you know you're making chicken to make extra, knowing that the next day you have another recipe that you
Yes,
can kind of change it
exactly.
with. I like things like that.
Like that, yeah.
Rather than just the same meal, again, reheated.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, and I happen to love chicken salad sandwiches. So, and my kids actually, my daughter thinks it's tuna. She always
Yeah,
asks for tuna salad, and I'm like, whatever.
They don't know the difference.
No,
yeah.
but she loves it too. So, you know, the kids will also like it. So,
Okay, so I need 2 cups of chicken. That's what I'm doing, right? Chopped chicken.
okay, I'll add I've got the mayo. Now I'm adding the lemon juice. And then this would be something that you would not have to eat right away. You could refrigerate it. I'm thinking you could, you know, stretch it out over a few days if you want to. Carry it in your lunch bag or lunch box, whatever you take.
It's nice. It makes a nice lunch or even just a nice side.
Yeah.
You know, for a different meal too.
And that's kind of what I had intended on serving it on. And like I said, for presentation, you know, you could lay out a piece of lettuce and put it on top of that would be great. I do have to measure these out a little bit. The grapes are what makes this a little different. I have,
It is. I've never encountered grapes and
and it's very good. I will say
Okay.
that. So, you know, if you're not a big grape fan,
you could
is
skip
good.
those too.
yeah, you could. And I'm adding a little less than the 1.5 cup.
Okay.
But that's okay. Got the mayo, skipped the celery. So I will just mix this all up.
Nice. Needs quite a bit. I think this will probably take the whole bowl of chicken that you have here.
You know, I think it will actually too, so. And, you know, I'm thinking you could, you know, obviously we took the celery out, but if there's other ways that you want to modify this, maybe you put some cheese in it if you'd like to do
Or I was
that.
just even thinking green pepper or onion
Yeah.
maybe, just depending on what your tastes are. You might get that color and then
Yep.
crunch to it.
And the grapes just give it a nice, you know, it just sweetens it a little bit. And I like those contrasting flavors in foods, the sweet and sour, you know, salty and the, you know,
Sweet.
nothing better than chocolate-covered peanuts, you know. Chocolate-covered anything for that matter, right? But
That's right.
so this does have a little bit of contrasting flavor.
And it doesn't make a terrible
It does
amount,
not.
does it? So
No,
I
it
can
does
dump
not.
this in here?
Yep, you could go ahead and
So
dump it
you
in there.
actually could, if you were feeding a family, wouldn't you say double this recipe?
Yep, I would
Okay.
think so too.
I was going to say I would definitely double it.
And then we've got the,
If you're using it as a meal.
Yeah.
If it's just a side, maybe get away with it.
right.
Okay. I'm just going to keep chopping here and get these
Okay.
added in.
Superior design, maintenance free.
Personal design consultants.
#1 in Minnesota and the Dakotas for customer satisfaction. Foltz Buildings, completely erected with warranty.
Ask your friends and neighbors. They'll tell you.
With a commitment to the community and to the environment, the Detroit Lakes Public Utilities continue to expand in the latest technologies and cost-effective methods in the treatment of wastewater. We take our job seriously in protecting our environment today and preserving it for tomorrow.
Okay, we finished up our chicken salad, and Jen did season it with some salt and pepper. So we've got this finished, and obviously our fruit
The
salad.
fruit salad is looking great.
I think
isn't
so.
it?
And if anything, these are both very easy recipes as well.
Very simple.
Yeah, and that's always a bonus.
And not a lot of ingredients that you
No.
have to go out, especially,
And hunt
Yeah,
hunt down
and look for.
anyway. So
yeah, this is perfect.
So 2 simple salad recipes that you can use for the remainder of the summer, or actually anytime
Anytime.
that you'd like to. Well, this has been Tastefully Home. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Janet.